Hello, hi, my name is Godfrey Mo, my name is Flowcash, my name is Hashtag, my name is Ngwana Motswana, my name is whatever, man. Welcome to my HTML tutorials, Kase Tswana. In the past couple of videos, we talked about margin, padding, height, and width. Now, today I want to talk about the last element in our 5 elements to being a great programmer session. The last element is float. I want you to, let's say, for example, to demonstrate float, let me make another sample div here. Sample div, make a sample div 3. And then come to my CSS, give it a little bit of style so that we can see it. Give it a little bit of style, give it a different color. Let me make it yellow. And then I don't need no padding, no margin for it. Come back to the browser, hit refresh, and then bang, no, that's not what I wanted. What happened? Leave that green, leave that. There's probably something wrong with my, yep, I thought so. There's something wrong with my HTML. Sample div 2, sample div 3. Why is it becoming yellow? Oh, they're all sample div 2. Let me go sample div 3 there, pardon me. Okay, now back to the browser, hit refresh. There you go. Now you see I have these two containers. This is sample div 3, the one in yellow. This is sample div 2. Let's say I wanted to float sample div 2, which is the green one, to the right. It is going to stay in the same position, but the difference is it would be floated. Let's see how that would affect sample div 3, which is the one in yellow. Let's say I want to float this one to the left. Let's see how floating sample div 2, which is the one in green, how will that affect sample div 3, which is the one in yellow. Let's come to the browser, hit reload, and bam, all of a sudden sample div 3 is the one that seems to have moved, and it has left its contents and whatever. This can trick you up, believe you me, if you're trying to play around with your positioning your elements, and if you don't know what's happening, it's gonna kill you. What is happening is there is what they call the flow of events on a browser. So by default, the element that you put in your HTML, sample div 2 comes before, it comes, like the flow of the document says, it comes before sample div 3. Alright, this is pretty complicated, a little bit complicated, so listen hard. So if you float this one, sample div 2, to the left, you are ripping it out of the normal flow of the document. What you're saying is, instead of it being on top of div 3, now let it just float on its own, like the word says, float on your own to the left. So that leaves like a gap here, which is a room, and then therefore sample div 3 now jumps from where it is, which is here, and then chills here. But unfortunately, it's going to find sample div 2 now on top of it, which is what happened here. You get sample div 2, the green line seems to be resting on top of the yellow line. That is because of the float. Now there's one way you can take care of that. You can float both these items to the left like that. You can float both these items to the left, and then now you have them coming one after another. The reason why it is supposed to float here, but the problem is the width is a bit long. Let me decrease the width a little bit. Let me give it a width 100 pixels so that you see the effect. They will float and stack from the left to the right, one after the other. You get float. They are now outside the flow of the normal document. Now they are just floating on them on their own. You get the difference. Float will trick you up if you don't know what's happening, so you need to listen hard. Wow. So let's say I wanted the yellow one to be on the top right corner, not to flow with this one on its float. This is what I would do. There's a number of ways to do it. You can use position, but I'm demonstrating float. So this is how I would float it to the right. and then when I hit reload, it floats to the right. Yet now this one is floated to the left, this one is floated to the right. I hope you guys got that. If you didn't, pause the video, restart it, and then go a bit slower to understand floats, because they're gonna become a critical part of our, remember we have a mission and a vision to be a great programmer using only 5 elements, CSS elements: margin, padding, float, height, and width. See you in the next video.